Pricing your coaching services can feel overwhelming, especially when you're just starting out. I'm going to break down exactly how to set your coaching rates confidently without undervaluing yourself or scaring away potential clients. I'm Kara Flowers, a business mentor who's helped women worldwide remove invisible barriers holding them back and build six-figure businesses. And as a Christian wife and a mom, I bring that perspective to everything that I teach. The biggest mistake I see new coaches making is creating complicated pricing structures that confuse potential clients. Remember this guiding principle, KISS. Keep it simple, sister. Let me walk you through the 3 key factors that determine your perfect price point. Factor 1, your market. The market you're in dramatically impacts what clients are willing to pay. Research from ProfitWell shows customer willingness to pay can vary dramatically, sometimes up to 5 times, depending on the market and the perceived ROI, return on investment. There are 3 main coaching markets: wealth, which is business, money, career coaching; health, which is fitness, nutrition, and wellness coaching; and relationships, dating, marriage, and family coaching. Wealth is typically the highest paying market because clients can directly connect your coaching to financial returns. According to the ICF, business coaches consistently earn significantly more than relationship or life coaches with the same years of experience. Health follows closely behind as people highly value their physical well-being. The coaching industry is projected to reach $7.85 billion by 2025, with premium coaches charging between $200 and $500 an hour. Relationship coaching can be challenging to price high initially because you may need more education and credibility to command premium rates. Many successful relationship coaches start with lower rates, like $75 to $150 an hour, and they increase as they build that reputation. If you're a general life coach, I recommend finding ways to connect your coaching to one of these specific markets in your messaging. For example, instead of life balance coaching, position it as productivity coaching for entrepreneurs. See what I mean? You want to tap into that wealth market if you can. Factor 2, your beliefs about money. This is the factor most coaches overlook, but it's often the biggest limiter in your pricing. I know that you might be thinking, but Kara, shouldn't I just charge what the market will bear? And that is true. That's what conventional wisdom says. But here's what nobody tells you. Your comfort with price point is directly connected to your ability to sell at that price. If you're considering charging $5K for a 12-week program and that number makes you physically uncomfortable, that's not the right price for you yet. Your discomfort will show up in sales conversions and it will repel potential clients. Studies in consumer psychology show that when sellers feel uneasy about their pricing, customers can sense it, leading to reduced trust and a lower likelihood to buy. Start with a price that stretches you slightly, but it doesn't terrify you. Maybe that's $1,000 for your first few clients. I remember when I was first raising my rates from pay me what you can to appropriate high ticket pricing, which at the time was $6K for a 12-week program. I was literally shaking during my first sales call at that price point. That prospect cried when I told her my prices. And that is when I realized I had a limiting belief about money that was being reflected through her. After working out my money mindset and truly believing in the value I provided, I was able to charge $6K, $7K, and even $40K confidently, and my conversion rates actually improved. Your price should feel like a stretch, but not induce panic. As you gain confidence in results, you can gradually increase your rates, right? Like you're not stuck at whatever you're charging or not charging right now. Factor 3, your proof of concept. What results have you already helped clients achieve? Have you been paid for coaching here before? And if you haven't, look at your career. What have you helped the company that you've worked for accomplish? Have you led somebody on your team or mentored them? If you've delivered transformative results, even if it was for free or at your job or a lower rate, this is the proof your methods actually work. This evidence allows you to authentically charge more. Insights from Harvard Business Review suggest that when coaches can point to real measurable client outcomes, they command significantly higher fees and build greater trust. That's really no surprise. And if you've ever coached anyone, start by working with 2 to 3 people at a lower rate, even for free, to gather testimonials and refine your process. Just don't take on more than 3 to 6 pro bono clients because you'll burn out. Remember, your coaching isn't valuable because of your training or your certifications. It's valuable because it creates transformation for your clients. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking, but Kara, I'm just starting out. No one will pay premium prices for a new coach. That's simply not true. People pay for the transformation, not your years of experience. I've had clients with no formal certifications charge $5,000 or more for their programs because they delivered results consistently. Hear what I said. They charged high prices because they delivered results. This is very different than they charged high prices because they could manifest that in the universe. I don't believe that. I don't play that. And I think that if you want to play that game, you probably don't want to be watching my videos. It's all about delivering consistent results or the perception of value. Does that make sense? Maybe you're thinking, well, what if I set my prices too high and no one buys? This fear keeps so many coaches charging too little for too long. Remember that pricing isn't permanent. You can always adjust. But in my experience, coaching entrepreneurs at all different levels, from just starting out to have been doing it for 10 plus years, most set their prices too low, not too high. If you're saying, I feel guilty charging a lot because I genuinely want to help people, I understand this deeply. But consider this. When clients invest significantly, they're more committed to doing the work. A study from the University of Chicago found that participants who paid more for a service valued it 60% higher and had a 72% higher completion rate than those who received the same service at a discount. Now that you understand the factors to determine your rates, let's talk structure. My recommendation: only offer 2 options. More choices create confusion, and confused people don't buy. According to research from Columbia University, when customers were presented with 24 options versus 6, sales decreased by nearly 90%. Listen, despite what some marketing experts suggest, avoid creating the artificial high-ticket option just to make your middle option appealing. That strategy feels to me a little manipulative and it erodes trust. Instead, structure your offerings based on access to you over time. Option 1 is a 12-week option. Option 2 is a 12-month program. You see what I mean? What's powerful about this approach is you're selling your leadership and your expertise, not your hours. When clients purchase access to you for a specific frame of time, they're incentivized to make the most out of it. And you just have to do what you do best: coach and lead. For new coaches just starting out, I typically recommend charging between $1,000 to $3,000 for a 12-week program and about $5,000 to $10,000 for a 12-month program, depending on your market, beliefs, and your proof of concept, of course. Money and pricing is a big challenge most new coaches face. The other one: balancing building your business with family responsibilities. And I walk you through this one here in my next video.